Welcome to This Explainer. Listen, if you're a US importer or an Amazon FBA seller, you're going to want to consider this your ultimate survival guide. Let's be totally honest. International shipping, it can be a massive headache. Today, we're zeroing in on a decision that can literally make or break your business, and that is how you evaluate and choose a freight forwarder. Our goal here is simple, but absolutely critical. We are going to protect your margins from hidden costs, unexpected delays, and downright scams. And we'll do it by showing you exactly what to look for before you ever request a shipping quote.
So, it's a painful question, but one you've got to ask yourself. Are shipping costs from China eating your profit margins? We see this happen all the time. You source this stellar product, you negotiate a ruthless factory price, and then you just watch your profit completely evaporate because of poor logistics. It's heartbreaking. The wrong logistics vendor can devastate your bottom line before your goods even see a warehouse.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The high stakes of global shipping. 2. Spotting forwarder scams. 3. The power of live tracking. 4. Decoding hidden costs. And 5. The evaluation checklist.
Let's start with Section 1. High stakes of global shipping, protecting your margins.
Just to ground ourselves right at the start, we need to establish what a true freight forwarder is actually supposed to do. A reliable forwarder is a crucial logistics partner. They organize the seamless, cost-efficient transport of your cargo from China to the USA. But, they don't just move boxes around. They manage the complex documentation, the tracking, the customs compliance, and that all-important final destination delivery. That is the gold standard, guys. That's exactly what you should expect.
Moving right along to Section 2, spotting forwarder scams, red flags versus green flags.
When you're evaluating options, there is a stark contrast you need to look out for. Over on the red flag side of freight fraud, you've got unverifiable licenses, quotes that seem, impossibly low, and absolutely zero support at the destination port. Compare that to the green flags, verified business registrations you can easily look up, completely transparent landed costs, and end-to-end execution that actually gets your goods directly to your door.
Let's break down those specific scammer traits, because honestly, this is your mandatory first line of defense. Scammers often can't or just flat out won't provide a verifiable business registration. If you ask them specific customs compliance questions, they'll dodge them completely. They absolutely love bait and switch pricing, throwing you a rock bottom rate just to get their hands on your cargo and then holding it hostage for more money later. And the most terrifying trait? The logistics ghosting. The second your initial payment clears, they just completely vanish. Always verify their legal status first.
All right, Section 3, the power of live tracking. Visibility is reliability.
Let me say this as clearly as I possibly can. Without live tracking, you are shipping blind. Top-tier forwarders always provide live tracking solutions. I mean, when you have thousands of dollars of inventory crossing the ocean, you literally cannot afford the anxiety of sending an email into the void just hoping someone tells you where your cargo is. Having live tracking prevents that nightmare completely.
Which brings us to a super popular shipping method, especially for those of you who are Amazon FBA sellers. DDP, or Delivered Duty Paid. This is a shipping agreement where the seller or forwarder assumes all responsibility, all the risk, and all the costs, including those pesky customs duties, until you actually receive the goods at their destination. Sounds incredibly convenient, right? Well, it is, but only if you evaluate your partner correctly.
Because generic DDP shipping actually comes with massive risks if you're stuck with a bad render. You could face hidden delays, a total lack of control over your own inventory, and major customs clearance issues, especially if they use improper HTS codes just to save a quick buck. But on the flip side, with the right partner, DDP means seamless visibility, expert customs brokerage that keeps you fully compliant, and direct door-to-door tracking straight into that Amazon fulfillment center.
Now, what's really interesting about this next part, Section 4, decoding hidden costs. Protect your final invoice.
So a scammer will very often quote you a standard CIF rate. That's just the ocean freight base rate, some basic insurance, and origin export fees. At first glance, it looks amazingly cheap. But here's the catch. They hide the destination port fees, the customs brokerage handling charges, and these unplanned inland trucking costs. When your cargo finally hits the US, bam! You are suddenly ambushed with invoices for all these hidden costs just to get your own goods released. Comparing incomplete initial quotes is a massive financial trap.
Really, the only metric that matters is the true landed cost. A trustworthy forwarder is going to give you a quote encompassing everything. Origin freight, the actual sea or air shipping rates, accurate customs duties based on proper HTS code classifications, destination port fees, and, this is critical, the final trucking and destination delivery. Listen, if a quote doesn't explain exactly how the goods get from the U.S. port to your warehouse door, just throw it away, seriously.
Let's see how this builds into our final segment. Section 5. The evaluation checklist, your action plan.
All right, here is your non-negotiable action plan. Step 1. Verify their business registration and licenses before you even say hello. Step 2. Confirm their live tracking capabilities. If they just offer a weekly spreadsheet update, walk away. Step 3. Review their claims handling process. Because look, mistakes happen in logistics. The question is, how do they fix them? Step 4. Check their destination delivery support. Do they have a real U.S. presence? And finally, Step 5, and only after verifying the first 4, request a comprehensive landed cost quote. If you take absolutely nothing else away from this explainer, please remember this one thing. You aren't just hiring a transactional vendor. You are choosing a supply chain partner. A reliable partner actually wants your business to scale because, well, when you grow, they grow. You want to look for transparency, accountability, and true partnership. As the experts over at AEB Logistics like to say, start shipping smarter today. The tools and the strategies you need are right in front of you. You don't have to be a victim of freight fraud or hidden fees, not if you apply these evaluation steps right now to optimize your logistics. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Audit your operations today and ask yourself, how resilient is your current supply chain to hidden costs and freight scams? If you aren't 100% sure, use this checklist to find a logistics partner you can actually trust. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Here's to safer, more profitable shipping.